when you take a week out of your year and you get away from all the things that distract and compete for your affection, there's this really sweet thing that takes place where you get to commune with the Lord. I feel like the way that was supposed to be designed.
We spent time in Belize serving a group of people in the church as well as a school. What just really sticks out is the community aspect.
This was my first time on the trip. Best decision I've ever made. I was like, I don't know the details, I don't know how much it costs, but I'm going. And I did, and it was just the best experience of my life.
God does phenomenal stuff through us as we minister to others.
My favorite part was definitely getting to become more into this community here. God used my heart for kids.
I actually made really good friends with this woman and her baby at the church. She would come to the school and visit me, which I thought was super cool.
I met a kid, his name is Denver Rush. He's 10 years old. The first day we had church and I was teaching him how to throw football. Kind of just hung out with him most of the trip, but it was super cool because the last day he actually picked this wristband out for me. He picked this one for me and then he's got the same one.
I think my most fulfilling activity that I did was communicating with that only deaf girl that was at the school, just watching her smile and signing to her.
We had an opportunity to serve through construction. We put sides on an existing building.
All these guys will go work Monday through Saturday, and then Sunday they're pouring into their people. And it's such an inspiring thing to see men love people just because of the overflow of their heart. Baptisms are one of my favorite things I get to do as a pastor, period. Whether it's in Fort Worth or in Belize, I think is this beautiful thing to see someone raise their hand and voluntarily say, hey, I'm all in, I want to follow Christ, and I want everyone to know that. To have 9 or 10 students say, hey, I want everyone here to see this, I want them to know this, I want them to walk alongside me, encourage me, push me.
I think the baptisms was one of the coolest things, just to see so many people publicly wanted to profess their faith and be hey, I'm all in, I'm living my life for Christ, and it was so cool to see so many people do that.
Going into the trip, I didn't really have any expectations and I had no idea I was going to get baptized, but it was definitely the most memorable part of the whole thing.
People were jumping in the water and they were knocking people over and giving people hugs.
Our small group was amazing because we were just opened up right away.
I found my community and I found a lot of friends that I'm genuinely happy to be friends with. Never thought that would happen, and I'm glad I went.
I was able to get to know these people so deeply, so quickly, which was something that I honestly didn't think would happen. It was really cool getting to meet a ton of new friends that I would have never met otherwise, and now I have this awesome new community at the church.
I don't think I ever expected to get this close to so many people and just to learn so much about myself and about God's character and His faithfulness, and so it blew away my expectations.
We got to hang out with some kiddos and do some singing and dancing.
We'd go around to all the different classrooms and we would do a skit on the Good Samaritan.
We had soccer, football, basketball. Playing all of the sports was honestly so much fun.
Played with bubbles, lots of jump rope, a lot of frisbee.
We also had coloring stations, and we were able to make them little bracelets, just give them something to bring home.
For any student who has ever thought, man, that kind of sounds cool, I don't really know, it's kind of expensive, there's just something really sweet about getting to take a week away from the rest of the world just to focus on the Lord and just kind of reset. It's just you in the silence and the stillness, surrounded by people who are all chasing the exact same thing. We've seen that produce a life change unlike any other.
I think my life has changed in the fact that I think it's just shifting my perspective to be happy and joyful in all circumstances.
Don't even think about it, just do it. You can't predict how it's going to go, but one thing that you know for sure is you're going to grow a lot.